that's cool.
Well, greetings, everyone. We've had a little glitch here with Captain Strangelife. He can't hear us. We can hear him just fine, so we're going to press on. I am joined by Charlton 66, and I am joined by Eric Breen.
Good evening.
How y'all doing?
We hope to be joined by Captain Strangelife a little bit later. But we are going to be searching and hunting some Golden Age books. And I don't know how successful we'll be on our hunt, but we're going to give it a shot. And for fun, our tonight's episode is brought to you by Richie Rich Bitcoin #1. Do whatever it takes. Mortgage the house, but buy as many copies of Richie Rich Bitcoin #1. You can't go wrong. I'll start off by showing something that you probably don't see every day. Well, this is Tarzan #8, and you probably say, oh, I was just looking at that yesterday. Well, here's the back cover. Issues 8 through 20, they started to put the chieftains or their ceremonial garb on the back cover. And that's pretty cool. But about 10 years ago, I found where a guy had made a whole bunch of them, and I did not load the right image. So we're having another glitch as well. But while I'm doing that, let me bring in Captain Strangelife and see if he can hear us.
Well, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
Good.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think the headphones messed something up. I tried to use the headphones and it won't work. You know, when I put on the headphones and try to get into the StreamYard, it blocks out the audio.
Did you just reboot and that took care of it, or?
No, I stopped using the headphones and then I restarted the computer. Anyway, I'll have to figure this out later with the headphones. I didn't have a problem last time, but anyway.
Well, I found the image I'm looking for. I just showed you Tarzan #8. Here's a guy about 10 years ago. He has Tarzan #8 through 20, and he turns them all over, and you get to see all the back covers at the same time.
It doesn't look like Tarzan to me.
No, well, those are people he's going to encounter, though.
That's probably what Tarzan should look, though.
I thought that was an interesting little group shot.
Yeah, that's very neat. I never knew that was on the back of those Tarzans. It's very cool.
Apparently 8 through 20. I can't verify. I couldn't see the back cover in #7.
Were those cut-out covers or are those full back covers?
That's the full back cover.
They look kind of like those little cards that you can cut out, that they have, and sometimes Now
that you say that, I think Dell missed a good opportunity there. They could have called up Topps Baseball Card Company and said, "Hey, print some Tarzan cards." Yeah, and in every pack you might have one of those African chieftain or some warrior from another tribe.
Yeah, because that's what it looked like. They look like little giveaway stamps that you can collect when you purchase some kind of a toy or something,
Yeah.
But,
all right.
Anyway, I'm glad I'm in. So, hey, Eric, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
All right. I'm not doing. Hi, Steve.
How you doing?
Okay, I'm not too loud, am I?
No,
you're great.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna start by showing you guys this, and I'll go full screen here. This is Go-Go and Animal. And if you look at her, she is like a what do you call it? A Veronica, but her hair is like Midge. And on the back cover is the monkeys.
Cool.
On the inside back is the Dave Clark 5. Inside front cover had Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Nice.
It's from 1969, and we'll get into Golden Age here in a second. But I wanted to show you this. If you didn't know any better, you'd say that's Archie. He's in a jalopy, and that's Betty, and that's Moose. But no, Moose is this animal guy. And as you see, they've gone down to, looks like Reggie's house.
That looks like an Archie ripoff right there.
And Moose, the guy that's animal, he looks like Moose, but you see his tongue hanging out. He has the characteristics of Jughead.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys ever seen this?
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I never
mentioned
heard
it
of it.
yesterday. I'm sorry that you asked me if I'd heard of it. I have, now that I've seen it in context with Tippy Teen. That now I do know what that is. I think that was Harvey, wasn't it?
It's Tower Comics, and here's the Guadalajara reproduces them. She's Tippy's friend. It's the spinoff of Tippy.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that cover kind of reminds me of Harvey's Bunny titles.
Yeah, they're every issue. There's like about 17 of them. 1969. They're all 25 cents. They're all square bound, or as close to square bound as you can get.
Yeah.
And I guess they were chock full of black and white posters of your favorite rock and roll at that time, 1969.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout for some of those.
That's pretty neat. The only Tower books I have is Thunder Agents. That's what I know Tower from. I've never got anything beyond Thunder Agents from Tower. Even the Green Beret, the Fighting Green Berets or something like that. I never got beyond Thunder Agents. That's kind of neat, though. I'm going to check that out.
Would one of you guys like to show 3 or 4 books, and then we'll just take turns running around?
Yeah, let me see what I...
While you're looking for something, and before we get right back into the Golden Age, here, speaking of favorite rock and roll, here's my Pep, and they're tuning in the Beatles, and the Beatles songs are coming from a satellite.
That's cool. That's cool.
Just for fun, I'll throw in another. I love the old art.
Yeah. Huh.
Holy crap.
Everybody laughed.
Oh, man. Look at all this stuff.
Steve, do you want to show a few? I'll put you on screen.
Okay. My only Hillman, and I love Hillman books. I love the characters. The only Hillman I have is Clue Comics with the Boy King, but it's also got the other Hillman characters, Microface and Zippo. And I'll show you Zippo in a minute. But this is from 1943, number 5, or 43. And
Steve, I've seen number 8. It has a guy called Nightmare and Sleepy in it.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The characters are just awesome. Here's Zippo in all his glory. One of my favorite characters. I'll tell you why. His claim to fame is that he ran on these wheels on the side of his feet, and he couldn't stop. And I got artwork done for Zippo, but he had these discs that he had jets that he would go to the bad guy, and he would overshoot the target sometimes, which I thought was kind of funny. Yeah, Hillman characters are phenomenal.
Carson Brownstar.
And I've got Leading Comics number 8. First appearance of Perdegaton, which is one of my favorite DC villains.
Great cover.
Yeah, it's pretty. I love hourglass colors. No, I'm sorry. This is not Perdegaton. I'm sorry. I've got that one somewhere here. This is not his first appearance.
Hey, didn't they have Leading Comics?
Victory.
Didn't they have Fox and the Crow in that?
I don't know, not in this issue. That came later, I think.
Okay.
Where did that go per Degaton? I know I had it. Here we go. All-Star Comics 35. First appearance per Degaton.
Ooh.
You see him right here in the bottom. Him and Vandal Savage are my favorite characters. Like I said, I love hourglass covers.
That's amazing.
It's always a time travel type of storyline. Usually when they have the hourglass cover, and I love time travel stories. Of course, the JSA they separated and they're putting 8 different time frames, and they have to defeat Per Degaton to get back and fix the time stream. And another one of my favorite characters is Skyman. This is number 3. He's one of my favorite characters, and this is the only issue I have, original issue that I have of Skyman. Night Tiger's got a bunch of them from Big Shot Comics. I just can't find them around here. When I do, they're very, very expensive, or they're very, very beat up. But this is Ogden Whitney cover. And on the Skyman, there's a guy named Brian K. Morris who did a prose adventure novel of Skyman, and it just came out. He's on Instagram. I purchased it from Amazon, but it's a prose story, different stories of Skyman with him as the main character, obviously. And this is the back cover. But it's a pretty cool book to have if you're into Golden Age characters and that kind of stuff.
Hey, you're probably better off getting some of the lesser known Golden Age characters, but even those are expensive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I like the obscure Golden Age characters, the Hillman, the Centaur. Those characters I really like from those companies.
Last time we were talking about ACG comics, some of their first published comics were Giggle and Ha-Ha from ACG. Those were the first comics that they ever published, and they started at 1943. So I got some of those.
Cool.
First ACG comics. As a matter of fact, let me see here. Let's start out with this one.
Oh, wow.
It's got some obvious racial stereotype going on there, but that was the general mindset of the country at the time, I suppose. But this is the first issue.
Well, that looks sharp.
It's got a Hitler story in here, and besides the usual Japanese stereotypes.
Wow.
And let's see what else I got. I got Plymouth Rock. This is a cool cover.
Plymouth Rock.
It's good. When they first started publishing these books, they were meant to be read to children by the parents, I think. And older guys were meant to read these to the younger kids. That's what I think. That's pretty cool. Plymouth Rock. There's Costin Brownstar. He was around when we first started this comic community about 10, 11 years ago. I haven't seen him for a long time. You remember him at all, Steve?
Yeah, I sure do. He's doing a lot on Instagram now.
Yeah, he does that a lot. So that was a second copy there.
To be honest, I didn't know what to make of some of his early comments, but
yeah, that was.
If you can vouch for him, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a good guy. One of my best friends. I went to visit him in Canada once. Now this is this comic here. This has a revised version of Little Black Sambo.
That's odd.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, these are getting to be a little bit expensive because of what they call Black Americana.
Yeah.
But let's see if I can.
Movie world.
Where are we? Where are we? Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
The real inside stuff about Little Black Sambo. So you got a Uncle Remus character right here telling a story about what really transpired. Yeah, these are pretty rare, I guess, to find these.
I bet all four of us can probably attest. At least for me, I've eaten at a Sambo's back when I was a youngster.
Same here.
Yeah,
I had a history teacher. His last name was Sambo. They always made fun of him behind his back. But and he was a Caucasian, by the way. He was not a black guy. And his last name was Sambo.
I remember liking the place. I thought the food was okay, but I was just a kid.
I don't think I've ever been in a Sambo's. Look at this nice ad in the back.
Excellent.
Just great. That's kind of a little bit expensive, I think. $349 for a toy car. In the year, I think this was like 1945 or whatever. No, this is 1950. Holy smokes. 1950, and they got a car in there. That's still expensive. $349. But yeah, that was a whole different time period. You know, I mean, you can get away with so much stuff that eventually, Comic Code coming in didn't really surprise me. It's kind of a Christmassy issue, or at least a seasonal issue. Snowing outside, snow in the window. It's just great covers.
Yeah.
You could put that next to Christmas on Bear Mountain with Donald Duck.
Yeah, but they don't produce that kind of stuff anymore because there's just no. I guess there's no market for it.
No,
it's too bad. And they're pretty thick too. It's all ACG.
You hold it up just a little bit more. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that fish cover.
I guess the fish are biting.
Yeah, right.
Sonny Boy and Mammy. There's a story in here called Sonny Boy and Mammy. Al Jolson type, I guess. But there was last time you had that somebody had an ACG comic with that little green man on the cover.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
That was you? There was a letter. Yeah, here. Did you ever read the letters pages in those ACG books? This one in particular had a letters page in there where the guy is just, oh man, he sent a scathing letter insulting the publishers and the writers and the artists, and they published it. I couldn't believe that they published it, but it's hilarious. I gotta read it. Let me find it. Here, letters page. Little green man. So it is. Where is that one? Right. There, dear editor.
The one that says, "I think your magazine smells."
Yeah. Were you able to read that?
By Dan Calgaro.
Dan Calgaro. That's right, and it's right over here in Illinois. And you know what? I looked up the address and the name, and they still live there under that name.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Let me read it to you, or maybe Graphic Man can read it better. Maybe it can make it sound funnier.
Oh, I don't know.
You want me to read it?
Let's see here. Dear editor, I think your magazine smells. The only thing I don't get is who would be foolish enough to buy those cheap magazines regularly. The way I got number 138 was by picking it up off the sidewalk, so none of the people would slip on it. Magic Man is a fool, and so is Kilkenny. Also, that stupid introduction makes the reader think it is a crummy magazine from the start. Why don't you get some good artists? It looks like some weirdo drew the magazine. The way the idiotic editor answers questions makes me throw up. Let's have a modest editor. The editor you have now is a dumb cluck. Let's not have that junk of, we hope this doesn't reflect your feelings, because this does, you fools. Signed, Dan Calgaro, 1505 Linden Road, Homewood, Illinois. And hopefully we've just made him famous. So.
Do you think he's still around?
Yeah, it's got to be the same guy. That's his name. And there's other people from the same family living in that house. And,
That's funny.
Including him. I looked it up. I'm tempted to call and maybe find out, how to get down there, and if it's a safe neighborhood. I don't know. Drive down there and interview him.
Hey,
yeah.
Graphic, the good news is I just shared this on Twitter. The bad news is I don't have much of a following.
Maybe have him autograph this.
Well, after my great reading, I can get a job as the next Don Wilson. Hey, Eric, you were showing some. Let me try to full screen this. Some Guandana land earlier. I took your advice and I went out and got some.
Nice.
I got this Nightmare.
Very cool.
And it's the black and white, but it's got everything I need.
Well, the magazine was black and white, so that's the only way you can get that.
Good.
Yeah.
At least I'm not missing anything. And then this one, it's like the kids today won't know what I'm talking about, but we old timers used to have these things called phone books. And but that is, well, the only word to describe it is just weird.
Yeah, that's a very cool cover, though.
Yeah.
Cover.
Neat.
And
Where'd you get that from?
I got it off Amazon. I'm certain there's probably cheaper ways to get.
No, Amazon's my go-to.
Not those.
Right, but all they advertise is Facebook, and I go to their Facebook page, and maybe I'm old school. I can't figure out where to click, where to look at their selection to buy. It's just they post. You scroll. Maybe I'm just too dumb to understand it.
If you contact them, they'll email you their catalog. A friend of mine who's smarter than me got them to do that for him. All I know how to do is get on Amazon and just let the trail take me to where it's going. Then they've got so much stuff now. Now I'm just typing things in, hoping they do have them, and a lot of times they do. But I didn't know about those Go-Go and Animals. I did notice. I did a little research. You can get, they're coming like the Nightmares, 4 issues at a time. If you want them in color, it's $40. If you want it in black and white, apparently that's the $16.99 one. Because I noticed they did that they reprinted the early Josies, and you can get about 550 pages for $80. But they are in color.
Okay.
And I said, I've got about 15 of those. And Gravik, I think you were on when I showed the Famous Monsters of Filmland, right?
I believe so, because that's the first I had heard of it.
Captain, did you see that?
I don't think I did.
So this
So they colorized the black and white versions of that?
No, the story on this was the first 21 issues lapsed into public domain.
Mm-hmm.
Since the rest of them haven't, they can't put that on the cover, so they called it Movie Monster Magazine Public Domain Treasury. But everything on the inside, the only difference is they don't reproduce the covers in color, but as you can see, I mean, the reproduction is flawless.
Yeah.
I mean, they do really, really good work. And I said I've picked up I have about 15 of these now. I have found one printing error out of 15 books.
Wow.
So
did the error hurt the story? You can't follow it?
They printed a page twice. That was it.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, with my memory, I'd already forgotten when I was halfway through it the second time.
There's some of those weird books. I might even gotten this one from Carson Brownstar.
Here, let me get you.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
This is what Gratu Orloff always complains about. You would find these in those sleazy little mom and pop shops and corner drugstores or whatever. I don't like to call them sleazy mom and pops, but there were a few, I guess, that were sleazy kind of places. But generally, the mom and pop shops is where I used to hang out and get all my Duncan yo-yos and squirt guns and magazines and monster model kits. And most of those mom and pop shops really didn't even have any of these. I found these in gas stations that had magazine racks. So I just thought I'd throw those in there because Graphic Man was showing that one weird magazine. But they are kind of bloody and
Yeah. Gratuitous.
Yeah.
At this point, it's almost comical.
Yeah. And look, if you notice, they often recycle their artwork like they did here.
Yeah, from what I understand, they reprinted public domain 50 stories and got cheap. They hired artists to redraw them on the cheap.
Yeah.
Probably.
And add some extra gore.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is, because that looks like this would appeal to only individuals that get into that kind of stuff. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I think I have something along those lines. I'll be right back and see if I can find it.
Well, the obvious choice after seeing some of those weird is Pogo.
Oh, there you go.
It's an obvious, jump. So
What a great cover.
There's Pogo number 4 from 1951, and here's
Great
number
cover.
10. This is my
Nice.
favorite.
Yeah.
I love what Churchy's really playing. Whatever he's playing, he's having a good old time there.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
I thought I had an actual good scan of that. Here it is. Yeah, this will be better than what I just held up. It's a scan of my cover, but
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
it's probably more clear than me holding it up in the bag. So, well, I tell you what, Charlton 66, why don't you show us a couple of goodies there?
Okay. My only, as long as I've been collecting, again, my golden age is thin compared to what other stuff that I have. So this is my only LB Cole cover, which I love it. Captain Arrow, I think it's 22. Nice LB Cole. Mighty Might's in this, I think, and a couple other Golden Agers. But yeah, this is my only LB Cole cover. It's not as dramatic as usually he draws his covers, but it's still LB Cole nonetheless. That's from 44. Blue Circle, number 3. This has got a Hitler parody cover. And apparently it's been really sought after. I found this for like $10 at an old comic book store years ago.
It's amazing. $10.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Blue Circle. Did every cover have a circle on it?
Yeah, there was red circle, and I think there was blue circle and a red circle, and they were set up like this. Yeah, it's got some let's see. The main feature is the Steel Fist. That's the main guy.
I guess
And
you can say that predates Iron Fist, huh?
yeah, yeah, and
More like Superman. Fist of Steel.
and this is a blue circle. That's what the blue circle looks like. Woo! Someone's throwing like a box at him. But this is pretty good. It's pretty good for a offbeat golden age.
Sure.
What year was that again?
This is 1944.
Right towards the end of the war.
Yeah. I got some Captain Midnights, but this is my favorite cover. Very patriotic.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've seen that cover before. That's really cool. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is from 45 or 46. Just double check. Got a Butterfinger out on the back. Nice Butterfinger. Yeah, 1948, number 65. And it's full Captain Midnight features in here. There's a couple little offbeat, but most of it's all Captain Midnight and Johnny Blair. But it's a pretty nice copy.
Very nice.
That's just stunned silence you're hearing, Steve.
And here's another one of my favorite Fawcett characters is Ibis. And this is from AOK from Davis Comic Finds. Has sent this mini comic to me. This is from 43.
I think I had the same one. I think that predates the actual comic appearance.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I thought this is pretty cool. Got one of the few ECs I have. One of my favorites, Weird Fantasy. Not really Golden Age per se, but close enough.
Well, yeah.
So some nice Feldstein goodness.
Well, if you count the beginning of the Silver Age as showcase number 4, then it is a golden age.
Yeah.
They all are.
You're true. Yeah. Yep. Yep. True. And on that note, here is Captain Video. Nice high grade copy number 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Captain Video, I think of that Honeymooners episode.
Oh yeah, Captain Video.
Where they got to share the TV, and he's putting it on, and he's, I hear you, oh Captain Video.
Yeah.
Jambo had a good Captain video. It's one of his videos recently.
Oh, nice. Let's see.
Wait, Gravik, did you say Jambo has a channel?
Yeah, I've been catching up on his channel, leaving comments and
Shoot.
he's got a nice little book stand, and he shows one book centered at all times, and the background is to die for. It's good stuff. Oh, look at there, super
Comics with my man Smiling Jack, which I'm a big fan of Smiling Jack.
He was my uncle's favorite fictional character.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I love Smiling Jack. And I didn't get into Smiling Jack until like a few months ago when I got an AOK from Jesse, BW Comics on Instagram. He sent me a AOK and it had Smiling Jack in there, and I read it and I loved it. So I'm trying to get all the Smiling Jacks that I can get my hands on. Yeah, I love that character. That's neat. It was your uncle's favorite character.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was born in 1925, served the last couple of years. He didn't see combat. He built. He was like construction, although I don't know how he was the size of a popsicle stick. And he was of the right age to, if he'd been a comic book collector, he would have been the right age for Action Comics #1, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he was the most minimalist son of a buck I ever met. I don't know how we're related. I am a huge pack rat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, so in other words, where I was going with that, he never bought any Smiling Jack comics or anything like that. He just, I think, read the newspaper strips, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what the comics are, the reprint from the strips.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. I've not seen any new material. I just know the comic strips in the comic.
Well, since I don't have, I've only got 3 comics to show, and I'm going to save them. But yeah, Captain, this was, in case you can't get enough information on Erie, here's basically an Erie Bible.
Erie World Public, and they were the one. They had nothing to do with the other magazines.
Not the Warren Company. This is for all the, and I just got this because it was next to it on the shelf. Same thing, a History of Fiction house.
Oh, I got that comic.
Hey, that's from Planet Comics, right?
Have you noticed? Were you able to read it? The print. Now, here's my problem with this book. There's nobody younger than us interested in this, and the print is microscopic. If ever a book needed large print, it was this.
Well, they concentrated on the female form.
Well, I'm just talking about the not the comics themselves, but the text.
I know.
What little there is. It's just, I mean, I couldn't.
He's saying no one's reading it, Eric. They're
Well,
looking at it.
I get that, but for those, you got, when you get done looking at the pictures,
Right.
I mean, it's a tough read. So at least that, and so you have no choice but to just look at the pictures.
Hey, by the way, Eric, you were going to show Strangelife, that
Yes.
Buzzy.
Yes.
This will jog your memory.
This is what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Captain, if you can see
Very
that, that's
cool.
the
Junior and Sonny. Look at those hairstyles.
yeah, because you showed us Sonny last time, right?
I think so. And I had something here. Look at those hairstyles, man. Pompadours, I think is what they call those, isn't it?
Oh yeah, pompadours, baby. Rockabilly style.
I got
Yeah.
Junior. See, they got the same hairstyles. Look at that. That looks almost like these two look like the ones that you just showed on that book, on the cover of the book.
Yeah, so I'm getting
they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, this is all the issues of Junior and Sonny. So that one you just showed is in here.
Oh, okay. That was it. Got a little mold on her thigh.
Eric, how many issues did it reprint? Did it do all of them, or just?
It says it's complete. So let's see. Apparently, Junior was one of those books that just took over for. It started with issue 9. No idea what it was before that. And looks like Sunny, same thing. It started with issue 11 and ran for. Looks like there's only 4 issues of Sunny, and then there's a book called Meet Corliss Archer.
I think Al Feldstein did most of the covers on these.
And the guy that edited it and wrote the forewords, Grant Geisman, a jazz musician and an EC aficionado, and he put together the Tash and EC book that came out last year.
Oh, that's cool.
About Kilroy's. Nice book.
Very nice.
I like the ads in here. I wrote on the back that there's ads in here for Wallet that also holds coins separately. Oh yeah, there's the back cover.
Very cool.
Ad on the back of that. It's pretty nice shape.
Is that ACG as well?
I think it is. Yes, it's ACG because it's it says B&I Publishing Company, but Richard Hughes is the editor, so
Okay.
which is ACG, and it's got yeah, Richard Hughes, who is of course Leo Rosenbaum. That's his real name, Rosenbaum.
I'm going to squeeze one in real quick. This is from 1947.
Yes, Dick Tracy. Awesome.
And the glare is pretty bad, so I'm going to switch over to the my scan of it.
Yeah.
If it looks faded, it's printed on newsprint. There's no slick paper. It's only about 8 pages, and these were free. They came in a cereal called Popped Wheat.
Okay.
I can't find any information on that company. And surprise, gentlemen, we have a mystery guest. I've been trying to get his attention for a few days now, and I'm going to bring him in. You never really see his face on his channel.
Jambo, how you doing, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I recognize you.
Yeah.
Good
So
seeing everybody.
I saw you in the store.
I looked at you, man, and I was like, is that Eric? Is that the guy that was just on that stream the other day? And I was like, I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to bother you.
Now my memory sucks though. But was it yesterday or today you were in?
It was actually last week. I came up there. I've got a store in that area I take care of. I do HVAC and take care of walk-in coolers and stuff for a bunch of restaurants. So I have a store up in that area. So when I'm up there, I try to make a point to go into Comic Book World. Great store. Love it.
Well, thanks. I'm assuming you knew Paul then.
I love Paul, man. I bought a lot of books from Paul over the years. And when he used to set up at all the cons and stuff like that, he had a lot of great stuff. And I always enjoyed seeing him when I went into a con. I was like, man, I know I'm going to score some books from Paul because, yeah, he had good prices on everything. And it was always some great books and stuff.
He retired last November.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to do Lexington and Cincinnati this year.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's another guy that has a channel. Got him Solid Force to Bend or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shannon.
Shannon, yeah.
Shannon.
He's another guy that he I watched one of his videos. He watched one of mine, although why he watched one of mine is beyond me. But he
Yeah.
said, yeah, he mentioned Comic Book World and said he really liked Paul.
Yeah.
I said I've known him for 40 years, and I mean I knew him when we both had hair. That's how far back it goes.
You mean
Yeah,
that pay?
yeah, he's a great guy. So
Yeah, he's a good guy. He loves to talk. I always like talking to him.
So Jambo's the man with all the Jungle comics.
Yeah. I was digging through some stuff here right when Graphic Man was sending me the things saying, "Hey, get on, stupid." I just didn't. I hadn't checked my email, so I apologize to you, Graphic Man. I hadn't got to look at it.
Oh,
But
I called
was
him
digging
nicer
through some
names than that.
and
Yeah, let me put you
found
full
some
screen.
giggle
there
that
you go.
yeah that Strangelife had on there a minute ago, and I found a Hillman laying out here.
Oh, there
Airboy.
you go. Yeah, I love Hillman books.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're really big. They're bigger than a lot of
Yeah.
other Golden Age books and stuff. I kind of like them. Some of them had the heap in them, and that
Right.
was
Oh,
a really
yeah.
cool character. That yeah, I've got some Jungle Girl stuff. It's a Fox book.
I got a couple of those. Those are harder to find.
Yeah,
The Zebras are one of the hardest Jungle books to find.
yeah. The Fox stuff is getting scarce now. And oh yeah, who was it? I think it was somebody had that one on a minute ago.
Skyman.
Oh yeah. Skyman's the man.
Charlton had that, right?
I forget who put it up a minute ago, but yeah, it was.
Well, that one
pretty
looks
cool.
like it's got a lot more color to it. I don't.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a nice Captain Midnight we had there a minute ago. I think that was you, Graphic Man, that had that one,
Oh,
right?
there you go.
No, that was Charlton.
Oh,
Right.
Charlton, Steve, yeah.
Love those sci-fi.
Yeah.
covers.
Yeah, that was
Great
pretty
cover,
cool.
man.
I don't know about those critters there, though. They
Wow.
kind of look weird. I don't know if I'd want that on my back or not.
Yeah, really, right?
So, yeah. Sorry I got on here late. We had one of these. Forbidden Worlds.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice ACG.
Sorry about the glare there, guys. I will apologize for it.
No.
I'm not like Bub's Comics, man. I will
We
apologize
all
for it.
we all fight the glare.
So we were looking for Charlton. Is that what we're looking for tonight? Charlton Golden Age?
Well, anything
No,
Golden Age.
Oh, okay. So we're just wide open here. Yeah. I was digging out some Charlton stuff. But
Oh yeah, you got some Charlton. I'd love to see it.
yeah, I'll find it here in a second. This is what I love. I know Captain's got a lot of these too.
Oh, beautiful. I love those covers, man.
Yeah, you can't beat that for good girl art and stuff.
No, there's one of my favorites.
Sheena comes close, but Jumbo, I prefer Jumbo.
Yeah. We get a few other things in there. You get some Matt Baker on Sky Girl and stuff like that. So there's a lot of variety in that magazine. It's pretty thick and stuff. So you get several stories in there. A lot of bang for your buck for a dime back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oops. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to edit something.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that. So yeah, let me fix something real quick, and I'll find some more stuff here.
Well, Strangelife, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I got this is something that I bought from the legendary Comic Kingdom. Joe Zarno owned that place, and I still got the store stamp on the back. I kept the backer board. Let's see. Well, here's the comic I bought from him, Cuckoo Comics. And this is from 1950. And then I kept the backer board that came with it because I thought it was kind of historic. He closed that store, I think, around 2003. I bought that for $5.
Nice.
Can you see that stamp there at all?
Blue and red, yeah.
Comic Kingdom, I think. Yeah, right there. So that was Joe Zerno. They had a tribute to him after he died at the Chicago Comic Con out here in Rosemont. It was he was pretty legendary, man. He was around since like 1975,
Wow.
having stores and at different places and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the first guys. There's an old Goofy comic. No relation to Disney.
Right.
It's another cuckoo I bought from Joe Zerno. Here I come to save the day. I love this Mighty Mouse cover.
No, that's great.
They're all over text with heat. So if you get ice cube. Oh man. Terry Tunes, 28, 1944.
Those Terry Tunes are pretty cool. That was where Mighty Mouse made his first appearance. Was in Terry Tunes. Is that right?
I think so. Where am I? I wanted to veer away for a minute. I wanted to, because you showed that sci-fi cover. It got me something here. Oh, here.
I hope you got a system, Captain, because you got so many books. I don't know how you find everything.
I don't. I just go randomly.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's John
That is cool.
John Rosenberger. He did odds and ends for a lot of different companies, and then some stuff for. I think the last thing he did was Wonder Woman 217 for DC, and then he got sick and died. He was 58 years old.
Wow.
Mm,
But this was very cool cover by him. And
very awesome cover.
That's a cool critter.
the first issue of the Jaguar, Archie Comics.
Nice. It's a beautiful copy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Somebody put a 1 in here. I have another copy, but somebody, because there was no numbering on the cover,
Ah, okay.
put that in ink.
Hmm.
Number 1.
They're just being helpful.
So I don't know. I got a lot of I already showed you these, right?
Jerry, who'd you subscribe to? We all have channels.
Oh, did I show this one with the crossing the Delaware?
No, not that one.
Huh.
It's kind of cool. 1946. The cover's by Dan Gordon.
If only you had another one.
I do.
I know. I saw it.
I think I got an upgrade. That's why I got 2 of them. One was pretty beat up. So, yeah, that's, I don't know. Did I show these? Super Cat?
Not that one.
I don't remember that one.
There's a lot of racial stereotype going on in these giggle books. I don't know why, but almost every issue has some kind of, it has a racial stereotype of black people. You know, the maids and.
Yeah, some of those were kind of odd. The covers on them.
Yeah, you know, it's my belief is that these were actually created for so that I'll show that one, so that they can be read to kids. I think. Oh, really?
Oh, Zoo Funny. That's the first issue.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the first Charlton comic that they put out under the Charlton banner.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
I think it's the first issue.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it's 101 they have in the
And it's one. It's the first issue for Charlton.
right. 101 is actually the first issue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've been looking for that book. It's not expensive. It's just hard to find.
Howdy, Tony. He must be talking about Tony. Why not art? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Yeah, I love these cartoon covers. This, I think I might have showed this in another video. It has Basil Wolverton art in it.
Oh, I love Basil Wolverton.
That's a timely, isn't it, Captain?
Yeah.
You can show that one in every episode you come on to my channel. Feel free to show that one.
Let's see. Let's see what I got here. Oh man, I don't know, man. Is it? Yeah, right here.
Oh yeah, man. These
Basil.
Yeah. Powerhouse Pepper. Great stuff.
Do you say Basil or do you say Basil?
I said Basil. I don't know if that's right or not.
I think it's Basil for everyone except Wolverton. And then it's Basil.
Oh, really?
I think
I'm-
if you're
I'm guessing.
British, you would say Basil. The Brits would say Basil.
Yeah, like the guy that played
Right.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we call it basil. Like the spice. Basil like the spice. Yeah, there's a lot of ha-ha comics in here. I'm thinking about selling some of these because I got to downsize. Man. Well, you know what?
If you want to get rid of that Zoo Funnies, let me know.
Mighty Crusaders. I got. Oh, here's something from the Silver Age. Is it all right if I show from the Silver Age?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, all right. Where is this? That's
Yeah.
Ooh.
Joe Simon and Kirby.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
1959. That's their first time they've done created an origin for him, and that's his first appearance in the Silver Age, 1959. They haven't done any superhero stuff since the Golden Age, and then this is the first.
I love the board on that. The film.
Yeah.
The film. That's neat.
And then there were only 2 issues of this, I think, and then what's that? Basil Orloff. Basil Rathbone is my great uncle.
It's a small world.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to squeeze in a few DC comics. This is funny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got better on the screen. I have better images for you to look at than me holding up the glare copies. But
That's cool.
That's nice.
had an ad for a Dick Tracy radio, and then this one.
There you go. That's cool.
Now that's a skateboard you lay on. I can't imagine.
Wow. Look at the steel wheels, man.
looks like a sled with wheels. You can convert it into a sled for the wintertime.
And this is one of the ads. This guy, U.S. Royal, he wants you to buy his tires, but there's a kidnapping, and he goes and finds the criminals. I'll show it again. He lets the air out of the tires and helps the police capture the kidnappers. They say, why am I showing you that? Later on in the episode, he has a very strange ad, and I'm going to show you that here a little bit. Here's 1949, funny stuff, number 50. Cover art by Howie Post. And
Is he related to Emily Post?
nah. Getting into August 1950 again here. And he's Superman, has some of his best friends are squirrels. There's
Nuts, right?
funny stuff, number 65, 1952. And it had a no, I'm jumping ahead there. We'll get to True Comics shortly. How about Jambo? Go ahead.
All right.
Just give that about 3 seconds to get off the screen.
No problem.
They're timed.
Look at that.
There we go.
Jack.
Yeah, I was looking for that Charlton I had laying out there. Steve.
Oh, nice.
Space
There we go.
Adventures.
I always liked that one. It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
cover.
Very cool.
The Robot Girl.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what number's that. Number 8.
Reminds me of
Cool.
the Twilight Zone episode where they were stuck on a planet
Yeah.
and the woman, the female was a robot.
And these, I've been looking for more of these, and I haven't found any yet. Space Western.
Oh, yeah. I got only one.
Yeah.
It's got a tape pull up there at the top, but still.
Spurs Jackson. Yeah, man.
Yes. They're
There's
very
an
cool.
infamous cover where they draw him. It's a woman's body on a
Yeah,
horse.
I have
but
that.
they drew his face over the woman's body.
Yeah. Kind of odd.
Do you want me
Very
to
bizarre.
got that book?
But yeah, it was weird anyways. They would have dinosaurs and Nazis and everything,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you never know what you were going to get. I guess they just threw everything in, and whatever stuck was what they went with, like the kitchen
Yeah.
sink comics. Here's a number 13 of Jumbo. I'm sorry.
Same thing.
Yes, it's 1940, I think. And I know Steve likes the Westerns, so
Hey.
Oh yeah.
John Wayne, Toby.
There you go.
And let's see what else. Oh, I showed this the other day. I don't know if you've looked at this video or not, Graphic Man, but I was glad to get this. This is a Frazetta cover.
That's that George Steele cover.
Yeah.
George
Yeah, it
the
sure
Animal
looks
Steele.
like him, right?
Yeah.
Getting ready to pounce on the Lemonade Kid there. I just always like that cover, man. He puts so much detail into his work.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh,
Yes, I highly recommend Jambo's YouTube page. He showed that one, and he got a good deal on it, too.
Yeah, it was good. I was happy with it. Space
There we
Squadron.
go.
I love
Nice.
this old sci-fi stuff from the 50s, early 50s.
Oh yeah. Can't go wrong.
And the painted covers on these things were really cool.
Oh,
I
These
got
amazing
that.
adventures.
yeah.
those
Davis.
Ziff comics. Yeah, great.
And for those of us that don't have giant bank accounts, one of those PS Art books just reprinted the 6 issues of that title.
Of Amazing.
yeah.
Yes. I had one of those in my old collection, but
I think that first one had a Schomburg cover, I think, on it. So
The art is fantastic and Amazing. That's great.
Ruler.
those are really hard to get a hold of now.
She is the ruler
God,
of the
so
book.
expensive. Let's see. I had a couple more. Oh, I was wanting to show you guys this. I got this just a little while ago. It's kind of rough, but the first or one of the first Jungle Princesses is Dorothy
Ah,
Lamour.
neat.
Oh, yes.
And it was from the movie from the 30s, Jungle Princess, and they kind of reprinted some of it there.
That's very
But
cool.
Fox got
Reminds
the
me of
right.
movie comics.
Right.
Reminds me of movie comics.
Fox got the rights to the movie, and I think it became something else after issue 3. I
Okay.
think so, Captain, don't you? I don't know if you
her
remember.
Bob Hope movies, those road pictures. She was
Yeah.
There's a sign, Dorothy.
good. Ooh, that is very nice. That's got to go in a frame.
Yeah, she was
I
kind of
love
a
those
cutie for
road
back in the
pictures.
day.
Those road pictures with Bob Hope and
Yeah. Road to something or other. And yeah, she was in a couple of those, I think, with
he was
them.
in a lot of them. Yeah,
Some nice little Schomburg.
Hey,
he's
There
always great.
Those airbrush covers, man, you just
Yeah.
can't beat that
Beautiful.
stuff.
Yeah.
Love that stuff there. That's some cowboy stuff for you, Steve. The Ghost
Oh
Rider.
yeah, there you go. That's nice.
Some
I
of
love
the-
the Emmy westerns.
The Ghost Rider.
I think it's 17, maybe. It's a few after number 11 was the first
Yeah.
appearance of Ghost Rider. No, there it is. What number is that? 18. I'm sorry. Not 17, but 18. Yeah. And they got more colorful as the time went on. He got the red costume and became the red mask and stuff. So
Yeah. Oh, that's very cool.
nice girl in a night dress out in the middle of the West there. I don't know what she was doing out there, what she was thinking, but
That's
Probably
that's an awesome cover. Very
she's
cool.
in trouble. Yeah, so I've got some more stuff behind me here, guys. I was glad to get these the other day.
Ooh,
Actually, a couple
Torchy.
months ago. Yeah,
What year is that from? Do you
it
know?
is from 49.
49.
Yeah, this one's number 3.
The original Torchy was actually a black female, an African American female. Did you know that?
The original name of the character.
Yeah, the original Torchy was a newspaper strip. She was African American female.
Yeah,
My-
I think when Bill Ward started the character, she was in a military paper or something like that. And
thought she was a brunette.
yeah, she was a brunette. I think he called her Ack Amy to begin with. But now I don't know where the name originated from. It could be what Captain's saying there.
Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I could have sworn that.
You might be right. I mean, I know
I mean,
that when he started out, she had a different name and stuff. So, yeah. I'll dig some more stuff out, guys.
Well, Eric, you talked like you had.
I just got in. I'm sorry. I hadn't got a chance to do anything. I had to work late tonight and stuff. So,
Eric, you talked like you had a few. Is it still too early to show those? Or
No, I can get them out of the way. Let's see. Well, first, I'm going to break all the rules and just show this real quick. Why am I showing this? Because they got Alex Schomburg out of retirement to draw some of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
I figured it would just fit the motif.
nice.
Now, like I said, I don't have much, and even when I had my giant collection, I couldn't have played in your guys' sandboxes. But I do have a couple.
Oh, crime suspense.
Crime Suspense.
Oh, yeah. Nice, easy.
25. And one of the more famous covers of all time.
oh,
Bravo.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's very
Well
cool.
done. Yeah.
Now, in this one, I don't make many smart decisions, but I elected to keep this, and I'm glad I did.
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
good.
Wow.
And this
Yeah.
was actually in pretty decent shape when I bought it, and I haven't done any further damage to it. And this, I bought this off of Paul, the Jaminus I'm talking about, and actually I probably bought all 3 of those from Paul.
Wasn't there another cover that they pulled back that actually had blood, red blood on the X? Does anybody know anything about that?
I don't know about that.
I hadn't heard, but I do know that at the trial, they asked him, they said, "Do you think this is in good taste?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Yes, because if it wasn't, we didn't show the bottom of her neck."
Right.
The rumor had it that the trial was pretty much a done deal at that point.
Yeah, he was not very articulate.
Well, they said
So the
he'd been awake for like 36 hours by that time, and
Wow.
was just like loopy.
I think he was making good points, and then, but when they brought that one image out, he, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, oh yeah, everyone should have one of these, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's have Charlton go ahead.
Okay. All right. Got some westerns I'll show off real quick. Straight Arrow, which was one of my favorite Emmy titles. Number one,
Sweet.
Straight Arrow, 1950. Then I got the first 20 issues, but I pulled these few because it's got Frank Frazetta on the artwork on the cover. Number 3 with Frank Frazetta on the cover.
Yeah, that's very cool. I've got that one somewhere. It's a very cool cover.
Yeah, I love the bear, all that muscle and
Right,
fur
the
on the bear.
detail and the fur and everything is just
Oh
awesome.
yeah, yep. And then I got number 22 here, another Frank Frazetta cover. Thanks,
that's
Tony.
probably my favorite. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have that one. That's my favorite one of that whole run.
And this is a scarce book from my understanding, but it's Bobby Benson's B. Barbie Riders 1. E. Gerber says it's scarce, so does a price guide, but I don't know how I've never seen one other than this one. First issue of that.
Very cool.
Bobby Benson's B. Barbie Riders 15. Got Dick Ayers. He signed the cover on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Pretty cool book. And this is Best of the West number 4 with Straight Arrow, Durango Kid, Ghost Rider, and Dick Ayers. Signed the Ghost Rider feature. I don't know, where did he sign it? There on the side. But yeah.
Did you see him at a convention, Steve, or did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I saw him at a convention before he passed away.
Nice guy.
I have artwork. Yeah, man. And it's, you go there and, you get all these, the flavor of the month. Everyone's around the table. The Dick Ayers is sitting there by himself. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it was crazy. Nobody knew who he was. I mean, the convention I seen him at, he didn't have that many people because it was a lot of young people there. It was kind of a gaming convention too. And they didn't know who Dick Ayers was. And I mean, I was like, blown away. That he was there.
Man, it's not. It's very sad. Very sad.
Exactly. Yep.
I got a
go ahead.
Thor picture he drew for me. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I got
have
the commissions done from him. I put on my Instagram page. There's some of the commissions I got from him.
Let me
I got to do some window cleaning.
let me show some true comics. We're in the golden age, so this is 1944,
Nice.
and I think I was trying to show this a little earlier. Yeah. So I just let the scanner show them better than I can show them when the
Right.
There's the Baby Ruth ad, and it will have a nice little machine gun you can get.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's strange. You don't see those in the backs of modern comics.
No. And here's number 41. It's from the year 1944. And Gratu's dad used to read these. Gratu is joining us. I'll get to him in just a second. Hang in there, Gratu. And here's number 44. It's from 1945. Has a Harry Truman story.
Oh, great cover.
Number 51 from 1946.
Muscat.
Muscat.
Very cool.
Has a good Baby Ruth ad. And an RC Cola ad. And here's the next one. No, I just showed that one. There we go. This was number 58 from 1947.
Wow.
And remember, because it has a Roy Rogers ad, we're getting near the one I really want to show you. It's got a good tiger on this one.
That's
It's True
good.
Comics number 64 from 1947. And remember that guy that let the air out of the tires?
Yeah.
There's some more kidnappers, and he finds out where they are on the highway. He pulls out this spark interrupter, whatever that is, and everybody's car comes to a complete stop because of the device he's holding, and it can make everyone's, I guess, lose connection with the ignition. Now, I read a lot of popular science, popular mechanics. I don't think anyone's ever had such a device. Now,
Doc Savage probably did.
it wouldn't surprise me if the CIA is working on something like that. But the last one I want to show you, and before I show it to you, let me put the other one back up next to it. Now, I want you to notice something. One of the last one is taller. You can't quite tell, but this one is This one is about an inch taller, and I can't find any reason for it to be taller. But they were starting to go to subscription only, and now we're in the year 1947. So I don't know if any of you guys ever have any True Comics, but they're.
I got a few of them.
I guess some people might classify them in the Classics Illustrated category of maybe not being real exciting. So let's bring in Gratu. Can you hear us, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Gratu.
Hear me?
So I don't know if you saw those, but those are the True Comics. I think your dad probably read. So.
Right. It's the right time period when he would have been in junior high school. And when he told me the comics that he read was he remembered True Comics, I just figured it must be the most boring choice if he chose it. But he also but he mentioned True first. And he said that he also remembered like a big panel showing Superman's spaceship, leaving Krypton when it exploded. And I thought, oh shoot, he probably had Superman #1 or something. But, none of those comics survived.
Man Cave. Hey,
So, yeah.
there's a young man with a lot of good books. Man Cave Comics.
Yeah.
Jackson Roykirk.
When you read comics, do you really want to have truth? I mean, do you really want to read truth? Well, maybe, but I think you get the comics for escapism, which is why we're here now.
Yeah.
I just left my wife in tears downstairs because of what's happening in the world. I mean, basically, we're being taken over, but we're looking at 70-year-old comics to make ourselves feel better. But
Yeah, this is true.
I don't
Very therapeutic.
down, but
Hey,
I hear Putin talking, and he sounds like he's making so much sense. And I'm thinking, come over and take us over so we can have a democracy. But anyway, I won't get.
Well, the reason I set all this up is I need the escapism. So.
Oh yeah.
so James,
Yes.
those space westerns. Is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
That's
really
it.
cool one there.
Yep. That's a woman's body. You can tell it's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think what happened here. Well, you can see that
Yeah. And look at the shorts and the boots.
the shorts and the legs, and the hands, and they just changed the face a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think an editor, I don't know who the editor was, but some editor probably didn't approve of a woman, saving another woman, so they had to change it because that would imply maybe there were lesbians or something. I don't know.
But that's
It's well known.
Get her out, bug up his butt.
Well known that boys don't want to read books that have women on the cover. That's kind of well known in the young adult book industry, and they also don't want to read books that are written by women, which is why what's her face that wrote Harry Potter just used her initials so that you really couldn't tell it was a woman writing.
Yeah, but I think that women on the cover, especially the Jungle Books, is what attracted kids to those comics.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean,
he may
that's
be
what
on
would
to
have caught
something.
my eye, Captain.
Oh,
Still does.
He may be on to something, but maybe the older brother would buy it. So.
Yeah.
That's probably why we had the hearings. A lot of those kids should have been exposed to those kind of books, but they were sucking them up like crazy.
Well, who'd like to go next?
I got a couple I can show still.
All right.
I was digging this one out. It's another Tim Holt. Had the first appearance of the Black Phantom
Oh, wow.
in it. It's number
nice.
Yeah, I think
25 from 51.
I think did you show that in one of your videos?
Yeah, I showed that one. Yeah.
That's what I remember. That it's really nice.
I just like that character. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And a kind of beat up Strange Worlds. Wally Wood.
Oh, that's a great cover.
Yeah,
That
it's kind
monster is
of
wicked.
missing a bunch down here.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd looking monster.
Charlton, did you show that last week?
No.
It's in one of the videos I did like in the last few weeks.
Yeah. I've been binge watching Jambo.
There you go.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, this was a seduction book too. It had a panel on the inside. Yeah. I forget what the panel was about, but it had a panel on the inside that was in the seduction of the innocent. And I got a first issue for you guys. Crime Busters, Western Crime Busters, #1. 1950.
Oh yeah. That's a great looking book.
Yeah, I like that one.
I love it when it got the horses on the cover like that.
Colors and the trade up there was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, very nice.
yeah, I was digging that. And some more Schomburg stuff. The Thrilling.
Nice.
I always liked this one because they said the cover was kind of suggestive back in the day, the way she's grabbing the rifle there and it's going off. But I always liked the pissed off look on the monkey's face there. It's just getting shot at. He wasn't too happy about it. I don't guess I would be either, but yeah. Some good old Schomburg goodness.
Is she missing a bra strap, or am I seeing things?
Yeah, she only had one, man. She was...
What happened to the other one?
I don't know. Maybe she
It's very
either
tight.
ripped it off and was Breaking Bad, or maybe the dude shot it off there or something. He's not a very good shot.
Maybe if you put it on.
Some more Fiction House stuff.
Yeah. Very cool.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got something.
That's right.
This one I showed in a video recently.
Oh,
And it was a great looking cover. It's a Maurice Whitman cover. And it was great, but it had a chunk out down here. I got it off eBay. And when I bid on it, the chunk was there. It was just folded over. You know what I'm saying? When it arrived at my house, it was missing. So I thought, I can fold that back over and stick it in a Mylar and it'll be happy, But
Oh man.
yeah, I lost it somewhere. But it's still a good looking cover. I didn't give too much for it. I think I gave like $25 or something like that for it. So
Morris Whitman did a lot of the art for those Jungle comics.
yes, he did. I loved his artwork, especially on the covers and stuff. He did some great cover work for him. And this is a one I showed. It's a Joe Doolin cover, I believe. But I just thought that was cool because it reminded me of the movie with Tanya Roberts where she was riding the Zebra.
I like the work too. He did a lot of stuff on the on the pulp magazines too. Pulp.
Oh yeah. Doolin did a lot of that on the pulps.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah, he was a great
A
artist.
bodybuilder and
I didn't know that. Yeah. Great artist. So that's pretty cool. I'll have to do some more digging, guys. That's about it for right now.
Wow.
well, nice, great stuff. What happened to Grot 2?
I don't know. He's probably going to try again.
Well, let's see if I got the first issue of The Fly.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's Simon and Kirby too, or is that just Simon?
No, this is Simon and Kirby.
That's cool. Very cool.
This has the origin of the Fly in it, and I remember something about at a convention. I read this in a book. Somebody was asking Stan Lee how he thought of how he came up with Spider-Man, and he says, and I quote, "I saw a fly on the wall." and then later on, when they asked him about that comment that he made, he said, "Did I say that?" Like you never said it before. And that's how he said, "I saw a fly on the wall." That was kind of weird. But here's The Mighty Crusaders, the first issue.
Yeah, it's a great book. They bickered all the time. It's the only thing I didn't like about it.
It's a cool cover, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool cover.
This is a nice shape too.
So I don't know. I got a lot of Ha-Ha comics in here, but I don't think you want to keep seeing more of those, do you?
Sure,
I'll look at them.
they're nice and odd. Yes, I like them.
Yeah.
I think I've been the only one really showing Funny Animal.
Oh, here's I got the first issue actually. It's the first issue.
Oh wow,
This
that's a good looking cover right there. I like that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff going on there. This and Giggle Comics #1 were the first two comics that ACG, American Comics Group, published.
I like that trade on that. That's cool.
The what?
The trade up there, the name at the top.
Oh, yeah,
up
the
there.
Ha-Ha. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where all the letters are laughing.
Oh, nice.
Nothing particularly special about these, except that they're cool, and it probably taught a lot of kids to read, and
Right.
maybe get some better grammar or worse grammar. I don't know.
You had some funny animals on your channel one time, Captain, and you had a character on there called the Firefly.
Yeah,
I think, was that an EC title that was in?
that was an EC title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Firefly.
I'd not seen those. That was really cool. And yeah, you taught me something that day. I didn't know those were around. And yeah, Marvel, you said Timely was suing them for the likeness to the Torch.
Well, they weren't suing them, but they made them
Cease
redraw
and
the
desist.
character because it was too much like Human Torch, so they didn't want to have any problems. And
Batman in the early 60s had a villain called Firefly.
oh yeah,
Yeah. I'm picturing in my mind a Batman Giant, where they reprint everything, and he's on the bottom. Yeah, Firefly.
well that's interesting.
It looks nothing like the Torch. That's probably how they got away with it.
This was a cool cover. I'm glad I got this. This is just
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the devil.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's some great colors on that one.
yeah. I had this one originally, but it's a little brown on the edge, and so I just upgraded it a little bit. But a lot of gag covers here too. Some of these remind me of the old Harvey comics, the covers themselves. Fun to read. These are fun to read, you know, pure escapism.
Right.
No politics, no shoving social opinions down your throats. You know, that's the way the comics were meant to be. Escape without the politics. But I don't know. That's what I got for now.
Yeah, politics are in everything, it seems like these days.
Yeah,
Man.
man.
Yeah, it seems like that's more important than the actual entertaining people.
Right. Even our escapism is not truly escapism anymore. You can't get away from it.
No.
Well, they keep you focused on the politics, so you don't realize how Dixie Cup thin the stories are.
It's true.
Yeah.
Dixie Cup deep. I botched that. Yeah, I don't know about you, Jambo. I said, I go in there every day, and some weeks I don't even get to the new wall because I did today because back issue Alter Ego came out, but
I've been going to your back table back there, Eric, where you were putting the new books that just come in, and I've been rifling through those last few times I came in, but always go to the Golden Age section over there too and dig through some of that stuff over there because, you know, that's what I like to look at and stuff. So,
yeah, I wish we got more of it in. I was saying earlier in the stream, it wasn't Golden Age, but this lady came in who was a little older than us, and she bought a lot of comics when she was a kid. So she was talking early 60s, and she did have an issue of The Fly, but she also had like about 7 consecutive issues of My Little Margie and just all kinds of stuff like that. And I don't know who that appeals to, but I was like a kid on Christmas morning just looking through them.
Instead of looking at all those issues of Spider-Man, you had something different to look at, right?
It was really nice. Yeah, she's moving, so she's gonna sell them.
Right.
And I was explaining to her. I said, "Yeah, I go. Yeah, unfortunately, I said the vast majority of the audience for these." And then I said, "How do I put this delicately?" And I just looked up, and she got what I meant.
I found these the other day. I thought they were kind of cool. When I bought my Gerber books.
Oh yeah.
They included these in there. And these were some of the missing pictures that,
Right.
they didn't take at the time. And some of them were pretty cool, like the Rocket Kelly and stuff there.
That's neat.
Rocket Comics and everything.
Your comic book marketplace used to have stickers in the comic book marketplace that you can replace the missing Gerber.
But they sent all the versions of it.
That's neat. That's very cool.
And yeah, like the yellow.
Oh, yes.
And there's one without black and yellow, I think. Maybe just red and blue. There's one with the red. I don't know why they sent all these, but, you know. There's another set. I think that was some more stuff that was missing. But, yeah. I mean, those Gerber guides, man.
That must have been a pretty big book.
Yeah, they're huge. I don't know. You guys probably have. I know Captain probably has them and everything, but yeah. If you're going after Golden Age, yeah, it's the thing to get because you know it's got most of the covers in it, so they're very cool.
Or if you just want
resource,
a picture history of our hobby,
yeah,
those are wonderful. Those are some of the best purchases I ever made.
Oh
yes. Yes, and that took some time to do all that. I don't know how many years it took to compile all that, but I mean, that was a monumental undertaking to take all those pictures and try to get everything together.
I think he lost money on that project too, from what I understand.
I think you're right. Yeah, I heard that.
Jambo, you may have seen him rattling around comic book world too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Jerry's my friend, as they say on the YouTubes, IRL. So he's been shopping there for 40 years. Also,
I've probably seen him in there then. So I've been coming in there for a while. Gratu, here's those tapes and stuff. I've got a bunch of them over here. I haven't stuck them in a box and stuck them in the mail to you yet. But I will.
Let me see the fronts of them. Okay. Yeah, that's a different Captain America, I think.
Yeah, it's the old ones. They've kind of updated the front covers and stuff, but it's the old ones from the 60s.
Oh yeah, I realize that. Yeah.
That's an awesome cover.
Was there more than one Submariner? Because I have a different Submariner cover than that one.
Well, there's a total of about 4 hours of cartoons. Those only have about half an hour on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Some of these were in different cases, like they had a big plastic case.
Yeah.
The origin of the Hulk in this one.
Yeah, I've got that one. But if you want me to transfer it for you, I will be glad to.
I'm thinking they will eventually stick them on DVD. You'd think Disney would be smart enough to realize they could make some money on something like that.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
But Disney's not that smart in what they're doing, and I don't think they want people to realize what these comics used to be like at this point.
I agree with Grut.
I want you to know that these characters used to be male, or So, but I don't know because we've been waiting long before Disney bought them, since DVDs were invented, and they were only ever released in England. So I don't know what the deal is, but music rights, because it's all library music.
This was like a pilot for the X-Men series back in the day, and they had Wolverine. I think he was speaking in like a Australian accent or something like that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So, I'll get them in the mail pretty soon. I just have not had a chance to. Well, I've not found a box really to fit everything in.
Yeah.
So we'll do it.
Gratu, did you have anything you'd like to?
Sure. Yeah, I've got several Golden Age comics that were in this box. Look at this design of this box. Thanks to the BCW company. Like look at the bottom and how it fits together. It's just
falling apart.
You're always giving them a plug.
Those are piss poor.
Yes,
they're about the only thing you can get now. Is those?
Yes, I've been transferring all these books to another box, and then things collapsed. I don't know. I was on my phone, which still doesn't work. But anyway, Charlton informed me last night that the Lemonade Kid later becomes the original Ghost Rider.
That's my understanding.
But this is an amazing cover. I mean, it's got big chunks out of it.
Yeah, look at
from the previous owner.
That's a cool cover, though.
It reminds me of,
the spider on it and everything. Spider-Man.
You know
Spider-Man.
Who do you know who drew that cover? Do you have any idea, Gratu?
Well, I'm not like an expert like you guys are. Whoever it is a genius.
Because it kind of looks like this guy here.
Let's see.
Hold on, Strangelife. Here we go.
Hmm.
Well,
he's got that emblem right on his forehead.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, I got you.
And the web there, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
This is from 1959. What year is that one? Do you know?
1951.
51. Okay.
This ad is great for Puncho.
Yeah.
I got to move the opposite direction on these. I think everything's This stupid. Look at this.
He appears in a lot of ads, Puncho.
Yeah, I really wish I had Puncho now. This weird baby doll with this long, luxurious hair looks kind of weird.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, it's just a great comic. Let's see what else I got here. I don't have that astounding Golden Age collection like you guys do, and it's just because I always thought that it was something I could never collect because stores that were around me never had them. And then when eBay came along, I guess I just figured they'd be too expensive, and I was trying to get Spook Show posters and everything, and I need to get that poster, Captain Strangelife, that Dr. Dracula poster. I've always admired that poster, and that reproduction you've got framed looks completely authentic.
Yeah, but it's
not framed, so I'm going to have to get that.
Well, you inspired me to buy that.
Oh,
well, I saw all your Spook Show posters. I had to look for some. You know.
Here's a great cover for a Black Cat mystery. I'm just kidding. Coverless.
It's invisible.
Yeah, it's an invisible cover. I feel like my car is invisible on the road. It's like like is there a force field around it? Like Charlton and I were talking about the Final Countdown movie where the aircraft. It's just because it's like people just come into my lane like I'm not there constantly. Here's haha number 67. I just bought this the other day for like nothing. I think less than $10.
Oh wow!
And there were more that I hope to go back for. Unless people watching the stream go buy them all.
It's in great condition.
Well, and it's even got a primitive. Is that a date stamp? 6/17.
Yeah, the stores would write on them sometimes. They would just write.
And send secret messages with the Lone Ranger silver bullet ball pin set.
Wow.
Very cool.
I remember when I was a kid, some of the kids in my neighborhood, the little kids in my neighborhood, would have one of those ducks with the stick on it. And when you walk, it would waddle and make a noise, like the duck on the cover there.
Yeah. Is this Charles Atlas or a different guy here? I think it's Charles Atlas.
Yeah, Guy Tank says that Gratu looks like he's in an acid trip.
Let's go, pal. I'll prove I can make you an all-around He-Man.
Yeah,
I like how all around is in quotation marks, like in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is great funny animal. These are great funny animal comics, and it's really thick. It's
well, you're being too modest. You showed us some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've shown it before. It's the problem. I've shown it.
It's always nice to look at.
So that's why it's handy.
Stories are fun, and yeah, the ads are awesome in the old books like that. So yeah.
And at the same trip, I picked up this for half price. It was $15, so I paid $7.50.
Yeah,
I think that's how math works. But it's not Golden Age. I thought it was 50s, but Tom Smith, who's a humor magazine expert, informed me that it's early 60s. But it's all Jack Davis art. So I'm always looking for old humor magazines. And,
yeah.
Man, this camera looks really good this evening. I mean,
it does. It looks beautiful, man.
I mean, that's what's going on. Because it usually is all pixelated. It's like it's incredible pictures of these beatniks, and everyone's turning green and blue, and then amazing ads on the back. So it's not really comic book format. It's more like having Jack Davis's sketchbook.
Mm-hmm.
I know you show a lot of records. Do you have any? Do you collect Jack Davis record covers?
Well, Mort Drucker does a lot, and Well, if I can find them, but I'm trying to think of offhand a Jack Davis album cover.
Some of
one
that,
Chris Handy.
some of the Animal House stuff, or
Oh, the Monster albums are going to be all Jack Davis, of course. You know in the '60s he did a lot of Monster art. Yeah, and Spike Jones, right?
Yeah.
oh, hold on there.
Yeah,
There
that's
we go.
right.
Yeah,
I've got
somebody on Twitter posted one of these on a day when I was working at the record store, so I just searched the store and these were the only two I was able to find, but I don't know what those two guys are staring at.
Yeah.
Look, the Mad Magazine artists did a lot of freelancing on album covers. Mort Drucker, Don Martin. Yeah, there are a lot of Jack Davis ones now that I think about it. But anyway, so that's a Humor magazine. What else do I have? I'll dig through and see if I can find anything else that's a lot older here.
All right, who hasn't been up for a while?
I got a couple things.
Oh yeah, let me go to Steve.
I know I showed this the other day, but I got to show it again. We got some new audience members, and it's my Gene Autry one.
Oh, nice.
Very
Gotta
nice.
show that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
It's
cool,
not-
Steve.
Yeah, thank you. It's not the faucet, which there's rare as hen's teeth, but still Gene Autry one. Got Durango Kid number 8.
Boy,
Yeah, those had a lot of great covers in them too. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the ME comics, man. I love the westerns that ME did. Number 24. This was a from an AOK, believe it or not, from a friend of mine, Jesse Lynch, VWD Comics on Instagram. He sent me an AOK, and this was in it.
Oh,
Very
wow.
cool.
That was a nice AOK.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he sent me several westerns. Got back to my boy Smiling Jack.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, dude. He's so cheesy that he's cool, you know.
yeah, he's like Tony Stark's uncle or something.
Yeah. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. This is a gift from Night Tiger Comics. Sent me issue Triple Threat, which is a pretty tough book, from my understanding.
Yeah, it is.
1945. It's a one-shot winner of 45. Yeah. And for right now, let's throw up this Uncle Sam quarterly number 6 spring issue from 43.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the daggers, Nazi
Oh, yeah.
daggers.
You can see the colors better when you bring it closer up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool issue. This was also an AOK from Jesse.
The swastika there on the dagger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's all I got for right now. I got some more later on.
Well, I'll add a little comedy, I guess. You all just can't wait to get your hands on Dinky Duck, right? Let me find a
Yankee Duck.
Let me find a good scan here of it. Well, there we go. Now look at the bottom of the. You'll see that corn on the cob. I guarantee. I challenge you to find a better corn on the cob cover. Here's number 8. It's from St. John's. This is 1954. So I told you it was comedy. Well, Strangelife, you got anything?
Well, I'm going to have to look through these and
Oh, okay.
see what I got.
Jambo.
I've got a few more
All right.
of these. If you guys want to look at them, I think this one is number 25.
Very cool.
Dan Zielnerwich, and I don't know if I pronounced that name right or not, but yeah, did the cover on that one. It's number 24. It's got a chip missing on the corner up there.
Wow.
With the Panther.
Yeah, Panther's pretty sleek.
Let's see. Here's my number one, Sheena number one. It's pretty rough. Got some writing on it and stuff, but
It's the first issue, man. That's cool.
First issue, I'll give it a pass because it's kind of old.
Yeah, right.
42. Yeah, it's got some writing on it and a couple tears here and there, but yeah, it's the first one. I like the conveniently placed leaf there.
Yeah.
And this was probably my favorite cover from the Sheena run. I've got the whole set, but this one was my favorite. And it's a Maurice Whitman. Just the, let me see if I can get that without the glare. The way he did Sheena was
Wow, you got a lot going on
probably
there.
the best there. Yeah. So I always like that cover.
She first appeared in Jumbo Comics, right? 1938.
Yes, sir. Number one, 38.
37, I think.
I have
37.
that one.
You know,
You got this one?
38 was 1938 she first appeared in the United States, but a year earlier, I think it was in England.
You're right. Yes, you're right, sir.
For some reason, I don't know how or why, but that's the way.
Yeah, I think she was in some news strips over there, right?
Yeah. What's that issue? Her first issue appeared in England first. I showed these.
Gratu, did you have anything else?
Well, let's see, a whole lot of Golden Age right here. Let's see. Well, there's a early Kid Colt appearance.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Gunsmoke Western.
And I always like to look at the ads. The ads are as much fun as the covers for me.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't Golden Age, but it's like a throwback to the Golden Age. It's 60s, but it looks like it could have been a Golden Age.
That's a cool cover, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool cover.
That works.
Yeah, can you imagine if they really were sculptures like that in Nazi Germany and the bodies just fell like that?
That's crazy.
I think they did have sculptures like that.
Like, but it's just the way that the bodies fall. It's real creative. Let's see. Here's something. A Golden Age artist. I just saw it. It's not Golden Age. It's Golden Age artist trying to be hip in the 60s and not succeeding. And it's considered to be one of the worst comics ever made, but I love it. It's here. I swear I saw it. Okay. Yeah, it's Joe Simon's brother Power the Geek.
Oh, yeah.
Thing that lives and fights for its soul. Here's the real life scene of the dangers in hippie land.
God awful book.
But,
You know what? It sounds so much better when you say the title. It sounds so much better when Gratu says it.
well, it's a great page there, you know.
It's hippie land.
Yeah, the Monster Times had an article on the worst comics ever, and this was one of them, along with you know, like that Dracula superhero comic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
There's a scene with a bunch
You know, I
of
never seen the
freaks.
inside of that book.
I don't think you'd want to.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's terrible in a good way, I guess. Look at this club. It's like something out of the Book of Revelations or something, like the Whore of Babylon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they
There's a really good picture of a bunch of freaks, and it's either on this issue or the second one, because I don't think there was a third. Here it is, and one of these monsters is a swipe from those bubblegum stickers cards from the 60s.
Yeah.
That guy there is Steel from Topps cards.
That's funny.
So, yeah, Brother Power the Geek in the second issue look like this, in case you're seeking it out.
So what does that cover say, Gratu? Number 2.
Let's take a look. Here's the beginning. Now it gets exciting. In other words, the first issue they're admitting maybe wasn't. It fights for its soul.
I hope they got all the excitement in issue 2.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
I got to get this book now.
it's fun. Oh, then there's a flashback to the freak circus thing. But yeah, they've got a homemade Stop with Camel, I guess. There. It's been like I haven't read this since the late 70s, so I'm trying to. I think he's like a mannequin that comes to life through.
He was.
Yeah, it was. But leaning against a radiator or something that got struck by lightning.
Okay. Yeah, there you can see him clearly. Because the cover, he's always just like completely Cousin It. Can't see his face. So yeah, I got all kinds of weird stuff because I always just sought out the really weird stuff, and
Those were great.
I've got some great Fiction House. I wish I had more, but it just always seemed too expensive for me, and I got some issues of Planet Comics and with that same artist that we just saw. What was his name again?
Joe Doolin.
Yeah, because it's very distinctive style.
He did a lot on Planet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Dave Stevens did those covers. It's very similar art style. And yeah,
I think there was one of the Planet covers where the girl is riding a rocket, like on the cover, riding a rocket, and Dave Stevens kind of did a
remake
of that on the reprint of Planet Comics #1.
Mm-hmm.
Blackthorn or something like that published it, and yeah, it's very similar. But I think that was a Joe Doolin cover also.
Oh yeah. Basil Orloff is actually the guy that sent me that Newsstand Distributors poster, which I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I've seen that in your video. Yeah.
I've got it in the other room. It was a poster sent like in the late 30s to Newsstand Distributors in Los Angeles or close to there. What comics and pulps and magazines to take off the stands that week, and what news dealers had won prizes for being prompt, but it shows early issues of Action Comics and pulps, and it's just really cool, and it's just like a one of a kind. There can't be another one possibly in existence, but I wouldn't think. But yeah, he sent that to me just as a act of kindness.
Yeah, that was wild. I remember seeing that. I thought it was really cool to see what was coming out and what they had on it and everything. It was really neat.
Yeah.
Were you trying to signal us, Eric?
No, but since I'm here, I'll throw something over my face.
Scooter.
I figured for showing Oddball 60s DC and for Dr. Silver Age, if he's watching, go checks.
Go checks.
I got something from the Toby Press here from 1953.
Cool.
Yeah.
Number 1.
You gotta love that good girl art there. Yeah.
I think the covers are by Ben Brown. This is number 2 from 1953.
Wow.
I love this.
Knocking it out of the park with those covers.
Yeah. And I think Grat 2 has one of these. I'm not sure what. I think it might be this one that he will have to tell you. I think it might be number 2 that he has.
Yeah, I have that. That looks like it's better shape, though.
And here's number 3. I think there were only 3 issues.
Dang.
That's the 3rd one. But this is the best cover here. Really,
That's cool.
Very cool.
I like that babe on the first one too.
Yeah, she's got some headlights going on there.
Personality.
She has it taking place.
They say the boobs are real, the smile is fake. And here's something of a switch. I think this is a file copy.
Oh wow.
Both of these are file copies, so-called file copies. They were probably on a pallet in a warehouse.
Well,
But I love these old books, from Harvey Comics. That's what's got me started on them. Lifelong passion for comic book collecting. Then I try to get, whenever I can, if I find the jukebox cover, I always pick the comic up.
And a rainy day cover.
Yeah, rainy day covers. And this is I didn't even know I actually had this book here. It's kind of weird. So I've got some tape pulls on it right there.
Oh, is the dog named Napoleon?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
Get the dog's name. Yeah, I think it was.
Famous Funnies 119 from 1944.
I like those Famous Funnies. They had a lot of good
Is that
stuff.
his name, Napoleon?
Oh, well, he looks like a dog that I've seen somewhere called Napoleon.
Probably is. You're probably right. That's what I got right there. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. This almost looks like, I think I showed this before.
oh wow.
Look at that contraption going on here. It looks like almost like Rube Goldberg.
Yeah.
He made deliberately complicated inventions to do easy things, simple things. That was Rube Goldberg. He was in that one of the artists in that original. I don't even think I got it here now.
It's like Rube Goldberg combined with Jeffrey Dahmer, like using human body parts.
Yeah, 1937, that movie Artists and Models with Jack Benny. He was one of the featured artists in that comic strip artist. There were 6 of them. I don't know what I did with that now. Anyway, that's what that was.
Can you think of any other movies ever made about comic book creators or artists or publishers? So I can't think of. It's about the only one I can.
There was one. is set in the late 50s, early 60s. The guy was a comic artist, and of course, he gets involved with a woman, but he was a comic book artist, and is a big name actor.
Oh, I thought of one. What was it? It was a movie that came out in the late 70s. I think it was called The Hand, where this guy loses his hand and it comes to life. I think it was like Michael Caine, and he was like a comic artist, and Barry Smith did the art that he pretended to be drawing. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
It sounds familiar.
He like lost his hand in a car accident. He had his hand out the window, and you know your mother always warns you not to stick your hand out the window, but it happened to him, and then he couldn't draw anymore. It was with Barry Smith. I remember. What was that movie called?
That is Napoleon. I'll be damned. No, I know you're
hand come back, Gratu? Did the hand come back?
I think so. I don't think I ever saw the movie, but I remember hearing that Barry Smith.
I think I remember seeing that a long time ago. Yeah.
It wasn't, I don't think, a good movie. It didn't get good reviews. I
don't believe it was, but yeah, it was kind of funny.
This is the first comic I ever bought.
Was there another movie like that with the hand with Peter Lorre, the piano player, and then his hand gets cut off? And
yeah, there have been multiple movies about hands coming to life. Yeah.
Oh, well. Never any female hands, huh? Never mind. I got 30 minds, man.
Gratu is just called The Hand, 1981.
Okay, was it 81? I thought it was late 70s. Yeah. Was it Michael Caine?
Yeah, I just IMDb'd him, and that's and Andrea Marshavishi and Annie McEnroe.
And I think it'll say if there's enough detail about Barry Smith providing the art that's supposed to be his art.
Well, that's pretty interesting. I got to check that out. I think I remember seeing that movie now, but I didn't know anything about. I didn't know that Barry Smith was involved.
Yeah, it just says a comic book artist loses his hand, which in turn takes on a murderous life of its own. There was a movie in the 40s about a concert pianist that got somebody's hand, and I think ended up cutting it off, and the hand kept chasing people around in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, there was the crawling hand, the creeping hand or something. Yeah, the sheriff was Skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Right.
Well, are you guys about run out of Golden Age, or? Oh, look! Here we go.
I got a famous funnies there. Got a few of these. I kind of like them some better than some of the other funny type comics. So these had Buck Rogers also, but yeah, I didn't have any of the Frazetta Buck Rogers covers.
Yeah. Oh, geez. That would really be awesome.
Cool. Yeah, those are really nice.
Got the Turk doing the gobble, and he's telling his girlfriend to be quiet.
Chief Wahoo, yeah. This is just a Schomburg.
Oh, that's nice.
Miss Mask.
Yeah.
Another thrilling.
Cool.
This is Doc Strange, and he has some. Mm-hmm. He really got rocking the pompadour there.
Yeah, man.
Taking care of that hippie.
Yeah. He's not being very PC right there.
Got nothing on him.
And there's a Schomburg cowboy cover.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't see too many of those.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he did a few at the end of the run there. This is toward the end of it. And yeah, just pretty cool. I got one more I'll show you. This is the one that's on my little name tag there. Rula 22.
That is great.
It's a seduction book too, so probably one of my best shaped ones of Rula. It's in pretty good shape.
It looks like it just came out today on New Comic Shop Day.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single comic out today that I would purchase. ridiculous. There were all these people that needed to get every 17 covers of the
There's
last
so many
minute.
variants.
And,
Yep.
and all these people came in, and it's like, I can't. Well, this guy bought all the covers this morning. And they're $10 each. That means, but I think they only got 14 or 15 of the covers. So the people coming in dropping $150 on 15 of the exact same comic. It's, this is the first comic I ever purchased. Not this particular one. I don't know what happened to that. This Choo Choo Charlie. This is one I got at Duncanville Books. It was half price, and I didn't mind paying $9 because it's, this is what got me into comics. And it was, dang, this camera is really working well tonight.
What was that date on there?
I think it's 69. I would have been 4. My older brother had train layouts, and I was into trains, and this was just the advertising mascot on TV commercials for Good and Plenty candy, but I didn't know that. So it was just this is what got me into it. I've got another copy in the other room. And then this I got recently. This was half price. I got this for $3. I think this is one of the greatest covers in the history of mankind.
Oh yeah,
This train going through space. The colors are beautiful. I really want to make a poster out of this.
Yeah, everything is happy. Everything is happy.
Yeah, it almost makes you forget that Joe Biden's president. And then this, I got this for $2. It's like they're out of their freaking mind.
Oh my goodness!
Look at this black.
Yeah,
Nightmares and Casper 2 are being dissected by a star.
By the star.
Smiling. It's
And the
smiling.
horse-
It's cut them in half.
And the horse has Doc Strange's hair.
Yeah.
He's rocking the pompadour too, right?
Everything about these Harvey comics, down to the little TV screens with the characters, everything was so wonderful.
yeah.
And then I was going to send this one off to CGC.
Yeah, right.
This one, the cover is almost 90% tape. But it's
Tape variant.
you feel like you want to wash your hands after you touch it. But yeah, it's.
That's some good old Bob Powell goodness right
Can you
there.
imagine if you sent this to them, how hard they would probably laugh? They're used to, getting, okay, this is the 90th Miles Morales cover that I've had to grade today. So I'm going to flip through this Miles Morales cover with the white background where he's taking his mask off and exhausted because every idiot on the face of the earth is sending that into CGC. I'll give you a secret. The store I work at bought 2,000 copies. I shouldn't be telling you this.
wow.
But they've got thousands, and they used to give them away before it blew up and became something huge. And they stamped the store name all over it. So apparently they're showing up on eBay, and it's like, what is this store that's stamping all these priceless Miles Morales comics? He's such a wonderful character. I don't even know who he is.
That cave woman would almost be worth sending in, Gratu.
I know
What they would stick on top of it.
I don't, in every state, I think, because the last Bush made this a rule that every state has to have state mandated tests. The kids at the end of the school year have to take a big math and reading and writing test to show how much they've learned. These standardized tests where they bubble in, but then there's also a writing component where they have to write. And it's like an essay on something, or write about a time that you were really proud, or write about a time that you learned to do something. And these kids are so bored writing these. And then these people, I've talked to people that grade these essays, and they have them all in a big room. And every once in a while, someone will freak out because the kids will always start, have you ever wondered, every one of them, have you ever wondered what it's like to be proud? Well, I have, and I'm going to tell you about how I was proud once. They all start that way, and they'll get up and they'll just shout, "No, I have never wondered that," and then everyone will laugh. But this guy, this one guy that used to grade them, I guess he copied it completely down what this kid wrote, and he was writing about how you can make your pennies shiny. And by putting them in vinegar or something, I don't remember the process, but it was a how-to paper. He's explaining how to make the pennies shine and look brand new, no matter how dirty or old they are. But throughout the whole paper, he misspelled pennies and spelled it P-E-N-I-S. So he wrote. So he was showing us, the importance of spelling. Because he put it up he didn't read it out loud. He was giving a lecture to all these teachers on how to, because he's saying, hey, I used to grade these papers, so this is what you need to teach your kids to do. Make sure they don't do this. And he said, I won't read it. You just read this. And it said something like, teacher, I'm going to tell you how you can clean your dirty old penis. And then it goes on. First, you dip your penis into. He was trying to write pennies, the word plural.
Wow.
The entire paper. And then I went in this teacher's room about 10 years later. He was a brand new teacher, and I guess he taught seniors in high school. And all these, he wasn't there. It was just different teachers get assigned rooms to talk. But you could see that his room was very eccentric. He had James Bond, Sean Connery posters on the wall, and it was all really cool. But the ceiling tiles, the students had taken them down. He apparently shared this essay with the students, and they thought it was funny. So all of it was references to that paper. So it's like, teacher, clean your penis. And it was all over these teachers that didn't know the story of this paper were looking up going, oh my God, what is happening in this classroom? Anyway, I have no idea how I start talking about that. But here's a crime does not pay. More than 6 million readers monthly, which is probably more
exaggerated
than read anything today.
They cranked out a lot of books. Yes.
Is he slapping that woman?
Maybe Kim Kardashian's latest tweet. Other than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately.
And this is the second Captain Marvel. After the real Captain Marvel, before the Marvel Captain Marvel, there was this Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah. Split.
Just look at this little Satan robot. I never even noticed the little goatee he has. And then, of course, they also ripped off Plastic Man.
So, were you watching the day that Eglantine showed off at my AOC to him? AOK. That wasn't a political slip. Someone actually graded a first issue of that, and it came into my possession. And yeah, Eglantine always goes on about how much he loved that comic, so I sent it to him. It begs the question: who would have got that graded for one?
Well, there's an antique mall down the street from me that has an inferior 5 graded.
Never mind.
Probably the same person.
I need to remind everyone that our sponsor tonight is a graded comic. It's Richie Rich Bitcoin #1. So make sure you pick up your copy wherever you can. Oh yeah,
12.9.
That's a
good
rarity.
grade.
So,
Yeah.
Could you make that?
I had a lot of fun making that. So
could you make that available for us where we could print it and put it on our comic walls?
If I think about it, I'll put it on my Instagram later.
In fact, that is so cool and so timely that I think that would, if you were to put that on Instagram, it might go viral. And seriously, that is like that really. I'm serious. That is something that could go.
That'd make
viral.
a great shirt.
Yeah.
But you have to be a certain age to understand it. But if you are, it's just it's great.
But what about those of us that understand the Richie Rich part, but not the Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Would that be showing our age?
Well, I don't really understand Bitcoins, but I know that it's probably, I don't think it's anything good.
Isn't that similar to cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
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 I thought that was Superboy's dog. See, that's how out of the loop I am.
Yeah, it should be.
Bitcoin, whatever it is.
That's close.
No.
They're all trying. What it basically is
We're in the end times.
Push to
Get
rid of currency.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's I don't think it's a good thing to get rid of paper money.
I don't think they ever should have got rid of the gold standard, and the silver standard and coins.
Yeah, well, that's why comics magically went from 15 cents to $1.50 in just.
How will that work in? How will that work in gentlemen's clubs? It's like swipe something there in the general vicinity, and
I don't know.
Gratu, I think you had one more in your hand. Did you want to?
Well, no, just the rest of the run, because it's a very important run.
No, it's a great comic series. I love it.
I thought that was a pretty cool comic. I have that run.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean here they're ripping off Batman here.
Yeah.
Because it's September of '66, and that premiered on TV in January of '66. And then let's see, by the next issue, they had to change his suit a little bit, so it didn't look quite as much. I mean, this is really close to, or is it? Maybe it's about the same. No, the colors are a little bit darker. And
no, they look a little bit more gay now with the pink and everything.
So anyway, no, it's not a terrible comic. It's wonderful. I mean, it's screwy. And then in the last issue, I think this is the last issue. He presents the Terrible Five.
Yeah, I had that one.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It's just good stuff, especially when his head's just floating, no body attached to it.
That guy ended up in an Atlas comic.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just its head popping off. It looks like one of those eerie publications things.
And what a weird, yeah.
Did all of his parts fly off when he said split, or just certain ones that he wanted?
Yeah, they all flew off.
Yeah, they all flew off.
I don't know if you're supposed to think about it that thoroughly there.
No, well,
Yeah,
leave it to me to overthink something.
that's what happens 2 hours and 20 minutes in graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't seem that long because I started late.
No, we're glad you made it. I was getting worried because I thought, oh, he's driving home. He's probably got to have dinner. But what you showed,
good enough. This is 6 is the maximum number of squares.
yeah, that's all I can put in. But anymore,
like
this would be crowded. So I think.
Well,
Yeah.
I paid the money to those idiots. So what can I have now? 10 people,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to have a background, be able to do a background. I got to figure that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tap out, guys.
Yeah, I did too.
She's
Jambo,
yelling at me.
Thank you so much for jumping in here. It's been
My
great.
pleasure. It was an honor to be on here and talk to you guys and stuff. I watch everybody on here's videos and streams and stuff, and I enjoy all you guys. So yeah, it was my pleasure.
Hey, just before you go, let me make a quick a little announcement before you go, Jambo. Two weeks from now, I'm going to go camping next week, but 2 weeks from now, my guest will be Meyer Greenblatt, however you pronounce it. He was a paratrooper. We're going to be looking at some military comics.
Nice.
Tiny little head. On the body.
Was
like
that
that
from his
cigar?
time at Image Comics?
Yeah, it's very 90s. Giant,
Liefeld did
tiny
that.
head.
Looks like a little head on top of a refrigerator.
Well, I have to make it look comical. Take a look how long his arm is. It's something's wrong with the proportion. I thought, well, I'll just go for it.
Well,
And, I had a blast putting
live
that.
stream.
That's his cigar. I had a blast putting it in my mouth. I should have drawn my teeth or something, but anyway. But I've been talking to him in the background, and he's got some good Army and military combat comics. But that's 2 Wednesdays from now. So
Cool.
Nice.
But Jambo, it was great to have you. Thank you for jumping in here. Appreciate it.
My
Nice
pleasure,
meeting you,
guys.
Jambo.
Great being
Nice
here.
meeting you.
Same here, guys. Thank y'all.
All right. Take care.
And I don't want to pull the plug on anybody. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to show? Go ahead, Eric. I know you want
No, I
to say
was
something.
just going to say, I knew if I did this long enough, I would run into somebody on one of these streams that knew me from somewhere. I just didn't think it would be in person.
Yeah.
I've met someone that in that store that I'm at that he said, "Are you Groucho Orlov?" It's like, oh shoot. He's like, he says, "Yeah, I watch you all the time." It's like, well, okay, that was weird, But what state is your store in? I've forgotten.
Northern Kentucky. It's right out. It's about
That's right.
less than 10 minutes from Cincinnati.
And it's got a lot of golden age or like old stuff.
We have a decent amount. Most of it's in our back room we have scans out on the floor.
Okay.
Problem is, it's just now that it's 2021 and that stuff is so many decades ago, it just doesn't come in much anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's a beautiful country.
I'm gonna get going too. Actually, I didn't eat anything tonight yet. I probably gotta eat something and get ready to hit the sack. Gotta work tomorrow morning at the other house. So, but it was nice being on. I'm glad you invited me. I was glad to be here. I wish I would have had more stuff. It's just a big mess down here, man. I mean, I got to get organized.
Yeah, this was an incredible show and tell, gentlemen.
I enjoyed everybody's books. Fantastic.
It was a good time.
I think it was I love eclectic gatherings of because I was showing a lot of Funny Animal and you guys with the crime and the cowboys and the giggle and ha. It was all over the place, and that's what I love. I love the whole gambit. The only thing we were probably missing was a little bit of romance. I don't remember much.
No,
but,
I only know one had a romance book.
I couldn't get old enough, so I couldn't show it.
Oh.
I got a straight arrow. Oh, whoa. I had 100-pager.
Nice.
But I did pick up something recently that I actually was very happy to get back.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Queen size special.
That's a great cover.
Good stuff.
And the last one I'll show is not romance, but no jukebox, but does have a record store theme. So it's
There you go.
Yeah. Excellent.
Very cool.
Beautiful.
Well, I thought we had a real good mix.
Oh yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'll just leave you with this because I know Charlton likes these books here.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's a great book.
Who's the artist? What does it say there?
Fred Magar.
Yeah, Fred Mayer.
Oh wow, he's great.
Yeah, he did the interior. He does the interiors too. Yeah, that's a phenomenal series. It actually was a radio show as well, which I love.
There was?
Yep,
I didn't
sure
know.
was.
Must have been short-lived. I never heard of it.
Yeah, it was. Next time we're on, I'll let you know the dates of the radio show, but I got a few of them.
Oh.
It starts
Well,
out as a straight arrow, and then you hear the boat thing being pulled back. I'm serious.
Sounds
It's great stuff.
Oh, shit. I remember Broken Arrow on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White series, Broken Arrow.
Well, guys, 2 weeks. I'll have we'll have some good military comics, and I'll
All
let
right.
you guys know. You can jump in. I'll probably be showing a lot of Sergeant Fury, and the stuff he's going to be showing is probably way superior. So,
Okay.
but great to have you guys. I guess we'll
Great to
say
meet
good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well, thanks
thank
for having
you
me
all.
on.
Everybody.
Appreciate it.
Take care, y'all.
Thanks, Eric, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're still on. We're disappearing like snowballs on a Miami sidewalk.
I thought this was the after part. So,
Yes.
all right.
You just Thanos blipped all of us out.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna head off and grab something to eat myself, and appreciate you having me on. And for the few people still watching, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Take care, Graphic.
Good. Thank you.